Discomfort doesn't arrive loudly. It doesn't announce itself as danger. Most of the time, it feels subtle, a tightening in the chest, a thought you push aside. So the instinct is simple: move away. Avoid what feels heavy, delay what feels tense, choose what feels easier. And in the moment, that choice feels right. Life stays calm. Nothing breaks. Nothing demands too much. But discomfort isn't random. It appears where something matters, where attention is required, where growth quietly begins. Avoiding it doesn't remove difficulty. It only changes when and how the cost is paid. From the outside, life looks fine. There's structure, routine, a sense of stability. Responsibilities are handled, days follow familiar patterns, nothing feels urgent. Comfort becomes the baseline. You know what to expect, you know how to move through your days, and that predictability feels earned. Discomfort doesn't show up often, and when it does, it's softened quickly. A distraction replaces reflection, busy schedules replace silence, comfort replaces questioning. Nothing feels wrong, but certain moments remain untouched, not because they're unimportant, but because they don't feel comfortable enough to face right now. So they wait. It usually begins with a small decision, a conversation you postpone, a feeling you don't explore, a choice you soften to avoid tension. You tell yourself it's not the right time, that things are too busy, that you'll deal with it later. Avoiding discomfort feels practical. After all, nothing bad happens immediately. The moment passes, life continues, comfort is preserved. And because there's no instant consequence, the decision feels harmless. But each time discomfort is avoided, a pattern forms. You choose relief over clarity, ease over effort, familiarity over uncertainty. And slowly, those small choices begin to shape what feels possible and what doesn't. Psychologically, this makes sense. The brain seeks safety. It avoids stress. It prefers what feels familiar. Discomfort activates uncertainty, and uncertainty demands energy. So the mind looks for relief. Relief comes from comfort, from routine, from staying where nothing hurts. But discomfort carries information. It signals misalignment, unspoken needs, decisions waiting for attention. When discomfort is repeatedly avoided, the mind learns something important. Staying comfortable equals staying safe. Over time, this becomes identity. Someone who doesn't push, doesn't confront tension, doesn't step into uncertainty, not because they can't, but because they've trained themselves not to. The consequences don't arrive dramatically. Life doesn't collapse, nothing breaks, but something narrows. Opportunities feel further away, choices feel heavier, decisions feel more limited. You stay longer than you should, you accept less than you want, you postpone things that matter. Not because you don't care, but because caring would require discomfort, and discomfort has been avoided too often. Over time, life feels contained, not worse, just smaller. Comfort remains, but momentum fades, and what once felt safe begins to feel quietly restrictive. The realization doesn't arrive as regret. It arrives as clarity. You notice that avoiding discomfort didn't protect you, it limited you. The tension you tried to escape wasn't the enemy, it was the signal. Discomfort was pointing toward growth, toward honesty, toward necessary change. And by avoiding it, you didn't avoid pain, you postponed it. You weren't weak, you were human. But human tendencies, when left unchecked, quietly shape outcomes. Discomfort isn't pleasant. That's why it's avoided. It disrupts routine, challenges identity, asks for presence when comfort feels easier. But discomfort is also where clarity lives. It's where truth surfaces, where decisions become visible, where growth begins. Avoiding discomfort doesn't eliminate difficulty, it delays it. And delayed discomfort often returns with more weight. The psychological cost of avoiding discomfort isn't pain, it's limitation. A life shaped more by what feels safe than by what feels meaningful. Comfort can create stability, but stability alone doesn't create direction. Over time, the absence of discomfort creates distance between who you are and who you could have become. And that distance grows quietly, one comfortable choice at a time.